different, so I asked, can I? So I went live, ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
McFarland running out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
For Le'Veon Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with McFarland. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Bell. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Seahawks 0. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
56, the mark, boy, 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Here we go, D, get off the field. Mike 56, Mike 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
and they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is down deep into Seattle territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 14. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Steelers 14, Seahawks 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Steelers 14, Seahawks 7.
2nd and 16. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him.
No
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
I'm here all day. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
56. He's coming. He's coming, double up. Check four. Shift. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Grant. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense
It's 4th down.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Here comes Grant on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, McFarland. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Three yards remain for second down. Now back to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's second down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. As the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Set to kick off.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. To return, here's Agnew. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And this is caught at the 20.
I'm only going to be
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Again, McFarland. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First target, first catch at a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Rush in. Slam. Check 50. Check 50.
2nd and 13. And this one's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
DJ Reed on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
14-yard line.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. So they'll walk him back half the distance. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Able to hit his target, Claypool. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Bell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run it with Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Bell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Bell on the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
31-yard line.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. This is out quickly to the right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
On the play by Kyle Fuller.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
53 for Mike. Watch the curve, watch the curve. It's a safety creep.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And a Steeler first down.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Minka Fitzpatrick on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike 20, Mike 20.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Today's final.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.